Seriously, if you're not convinced, how much more proof do you guys need that there's a Galactic Legends Leia coming? Can CG be any more obvious at this point? Oh, baby! Things are getting hot! We got a lot of midweek stuff that you and I gotta talk about today. We are finally put on notice that the Leviathan is coming soon, with the new edition of Captain Rex coming tomorrow. Get revealed in the top right-hand corner if you missed it. Where you been if you missed it? The hype for a Galactic Legends Ahsoka Tano just went up, baby, to the moon! And with that in mind, I decided to make a quick speculation list if she does magically show up. And mysteriously, they're making the Phoenix even easier to farm. So sit back and relax, and let's get into some fun, shall we? Captain Rex is officially in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and tomorrow, we'll be testing him out. And I guess while we're sitting here and chatting, might as well take the rest of the Phoenix up a little bit. Generally, there's no reason to take the Phoenix beyond the minimum requirements that you needed for Thrawn. On my free-to-play account, you kept them at basically, I think, level 82. Yeah, level 82, and you kind of just stopped there. I kind of geared up a few extra ones on my main account. You know, when Mandalorians came out, I started thinking, all right, maybe Sabine Wren was going to be great. She wasn't really all that hot. I took Chopper a little bit just because I like droids. Hera we took up, of course, because of the pilots needed for the profundity requirements. Otherwise, there really hasn't been a much needed reason to get these guys up and running until now. So we're gearing up these guys a little bit for Captain Rex on our testing tomorrow. If you can give me what I want! You gotta be kidding me right now. You gotta be freaking... They know I have all this energy hoarded up. They're like, no, you're not gonna have the new Leia. Or is it Ahsoka? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna flip out. What in holy cow. Now you're only getting two. What is going on? All right, I've never been a true conspiracy theorist. I think something's rigged right now. Wow, they must know either have a lot of energy or I'm at the final little bit that I need and they're dropping the rate to like 0.01%. I feel like I have a better chance of getting us 330 shard pull on Captain Rex tomorrow. Guys, I'm like literally not even goofing around right now. Oh my gosh. Well, that's what I get for upgrading these guys finally after all these years. Goodness gracious. Holy crap. Okay, well, gonna probably buff up their relics maybe a little bit more before Captain Rex tomorrow. But I'm looking forward to the guy, especially with Hera Syndulla's lead, combining all the unique abilities. On paper, it sounds like they're gonna do some amazing things, but we gotta wait. Sometimes, you know, like Sagar, I was hyped for the guy and I was very disappointed. It might not be as great, but when you combine all this stuff with Hera Syndulla's lead and the unique abilities of others, it sounds nice. It's a big stat boost. Is it enough though? And of course, tomorrow we gotta figure out who's gonna get cut out of it. And when it comes to that whole who do you kick out, CG is not really giving us a straight answer. We're going to find out, but they're saying some matchups will perform differently depending on who you rotate in, and it's going to depend on who you're facing off against. I'm hoping we really get that degree of flexibility. Speaking of flexibility, though, in the update that just dropped a moment ago, they made a lot more accessible locations to farm the Phoenix. However, I'm still ticked off because they made Hera Syndulla harder to farm than she was before, and they didn't give her an extra note. It's great to see that Garuzeb is farmable in Cantina, but there's no point because it's just get him out of Galactic War. You're going to have the guy to 7 stars in like a week. Stormtrooper Han's farmable in Cantina, not really necessary. You know, he's probably the first you go to for the Cantina store currency now. Kanan's farmable on Cantina as well, but you just farm out a squad arena. Princess Leia is, guys, I don't know why, but just casually making Stormtrooper Han and Princess Leia shards more accessible. Come on, there's something Leia-ish happening soon, I think. Seriously, if you're not convinced, how much more proof do you guys need that there's a Galactic Legends Leia coming? Can CG be any more obvious at this point? Oh my gosh. Guys, all right. I know there's those people holding out that there's no Galactic Legends Leia. Either we're being played so hard right now, or it's coming. I don't even know what to say. I didn't even look to see what 1C was before starting the video, so now I feel like it's kind of pointless talking about the Galactic Legends Ahsoka. We'll talk about it anyways. They're making all these Phoenix characters a lot more farmable. I don't know. It does make a lot of sense because Princess Leia, Stormtrooper are already pretty easy to farm, and the rest of the Phoenix Squadron, the one character that was easy to farm and now is a lot lot more difficult to farm is Hera Syndulla. Granted, she's at least on the same node as the Ghost, but it was easy to get him up and running. And that's why now Phoenix isn't really recommended as the first team to farm, because the benefit of them was that in 2 weeks, if you know what you're doing, you can get the whole team, except Sabine, the 7 stars for free. It's not really the case anymore. So it's saddening. They didn't make the rest of the Hera as farmable as the rest of them, giving the flexibility of getting Cantina like she was before. But yeah, there's definitely something funny going on. The Phoenix is a lot more accessible, and now Leia and Zori are together. Oh man. Okay, one more thing I want to bring up before we get a little too far-fetched into the Ahsoka thing. If you check the journey guide, they finally added our first look at least a 2D graphic asset for the Leviathan. It says coming soon. Granted, though, we'll come back in a moment. It's been saying coming soon for Cal Kestis as well, and you know, we're still kind of waiting. If you want to know my speculation, it's seeming like it's going to be next week. I go more in depth in a previous video. Again, card in the top right hand corner. I'm pretty confident with them pushing territory battles next week by several days. It seems like next week, or it's probably going to be the Cal Kestis race if I had to guess. And plus, it's kind of a side point. The other nice thing is Grand Inquisitor should be permanently available soon, probably around the time of Cal Kestis' release, which is kind of interesting timing. We still got to wait for them to make these guys free to play farmable. I'm not expecting this ship to come out until August or September. They just made TIE Dagger farmable in the shipments. Mark 6 Interceptor is still fairly new. We haven't unlocked Fury class Interceptor, so I'm thinking they're going to give the folks who couldn't max out on Conquest another couple months before it happens. So I think probably by the end of the next Conquest cycle, we might see the ship show up. Really excited to see this fleet in action, though. Probably dumb to do this at this point now that I looked at that Leia Zori Bliss, no, which is as obvious as ever right now, that I think a Leia is more than likely to happen. Before, I was like 70% sure. Now I'm like 90% sure. We're probably going to see a General Leia Organa. If I had to really guess and put money down, probably a sequel Leia when she's General. I don't know about Endor Leia that could make that happen. I could imagine an Endor Leia Marquis and then a General Leia, especially if Zori Bliss being a part of the sequel. It wouldn't make sense to have an Endor Leia when she didn't know anything about Zori down the road, if that makes any sense. But I digress. With the addition of the brand new Captain Rex, there's been some theories now that, hey, maybe it's not Leia. I think that's going to kind of get debunked after today. But nonetheless, are we kind of positioned for a possible Galactic Legends Ahsoka? We have an Ahsoka TV show coming out next month. No, August. Close enough. It's almost a month. So, you know, it's not completely unreasonable to maybe see a Galactic Legends Ahsoka, and with Thrawn being sort of the main villain. Maybe it'd be cool they do a pairing. Galactic Legends Thrawn, Galactic Legends Ahsoka. Thrawn is supposed to be the heir to the Empire. It gives me shivers down my spine when I think of it. Nonetheless, I kind of made a rough draft of what maybe requirements could look like. I don't think it's very likely to happen right now. I expect them to release more marquee characters down the road. But we do have characters here ranging from adversaries that Ahsoka fought against, like Thrawn, worked with Mando a little bit, fought Darth Vader, had a skerfuffle with Barriss, worked with Bo-Katan, of course, worked with the Phoenix and Captain Rex. They maybe could require Commander Ahsoka Tano. They're already making Fury class Interceptor, which requires another Conquest unit. Is Commander Ahsoka Tano that far-fetched, especially since he's been around for a couple years now? Some of her friends, from Padme to young Captain Rex and Anakin Skywalker, there's definitely things in game that if they wanted to drop a Galactic Legends Ahsoka on top of us right now, totally could happen. But man, now with that Leia and Zori combo, I had maybe a 20% confidence a Galactic Legends Ahsoka could be in the mix of things, but I'm definitely expecting now more than ever, seeing that this is paired together with Zori Bliss, I would be surprised if we get a Ahsoka Tano Galactic Legend. I would be more surprised if we don't get a Leia Galactic Legend at some point. A lot of people have low relics Leias and stuff like that. She's not very useful. We talked about this. There's a lot of low gear Ewoks and Phoenix and other things out there. There'd be prime opportunity for CG to make it required. The spreadsheets are looking really good in their favor. That's gonna wrap it up for today. Definitely took a little bit of a different turn than I was expecting after seeing that Leia node with Zori Bliss. Let me know down below, are you officially a believer that we're likely going to see in the next road ahead the announcement of a new Galactic Legend, Captain Rex probably being the first marquee to be released for her, and potentially more down the road following a similar Jabba the Hutt type of release? Would love to hear your thoughts down below. It's a lot of fun to talk about this stuff. Leave that like, comment down below, subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And always remember how it's great to be in the Empire today.
The sun never sets. We dominate.